Hello, good evening, good morning, good day, good afternoon, whoever and wherever you are, hello to you. How's it going? It almost feels like there's a great weight that has been lifted upon my shoulders. It is the weight of 1,000 subscribers, which hopefully is actually still going up rather than going down, because it's unpredictable these days, isn't it? But it's a big number, no doubt about it. It's a big number, so I thought I would celebrate that by coming out during the sunset, which actually is a little bit crappy at the moment because it's just been raining. I think it might be spitting a little bit for now, so we'll have to take what we can get, really, won't we? Now, can I just say, starting off this video, what an absolute pleasure this bike has been to own, to ride, to play with, to clean for the most part. And believe me, little jelly bean here is definitely a keeper. Now, for yourself, if you're considering buying a Kawasaki Vulcan S, let me just start with one thing. Test ride one first. It will leave a wonderful impression on you, or you might just think, not for me. The majority of the people which I've talked to, which I've conversed with, the people in the Kawasaki Vulcan S riders group, we all love our bikes. And we all do our own special things to each of them. And we all do our own little routines to care for them. And that can go for every other bike that's out there. People who love their bikes, they'll look after them in certain ways, in different ways. The reason why the Vulcan S is special to me is because I don't feel like this is going to get boring anytime soon. I'm still giddy with excitement when I twist that throttle and I'm able to hit 60 in under 5 seconds, which for a bike is good. Do you want to explain to me why you came over my side of the road there, sir? Oh dear. Now, I can't give you an in-depth review of this bike. I simply can't. I can't do the bike justice in that sort of way. But I can give you my impressions on it. And my impressions, although slightly biased, are I'm genuinely amazed with how much... Whoa, that's a deep puddle. I'm genuinely amazed. I've got a wet foot now. Oh, of how much this bike gives and how little it takes from you. It's just so much fun. It's such a darling to be with, to live with, and to experience. It's just such a pretty bike, such a wonderful bike. And should anything happen to her, I think I would be heartbroken. I would be heartbroken. This is my third bike. My first one was a cheap Chinese thing which I was pretty much too scared to ride. That was mainly down to my own self-confidence, and also because I didn't trust the gear which I was wearing and also the bike. Now, why would you go out and purchase a bike and gear like that? Well, being very new to the entire thing, I didn't particularly know what I was after. So I ended up just swinging the bat anywhere and taking whatever I could hit, rather than picking things which were worth the time, worth the effort. So thankfully I came to my senses shortly after that. Or I say shortly, it took about 5 years. But I got myself the 125 Suzuki Marauder, which I had so much fun on. But I would rarely take that out on country roads like I am today. I dare say I would never do a ride like this on that 125, because I didn't trust the bike had enough power and speed to get away from if I had an idiot behind me, for example. But then this little hidden gem just cropped up under the strangest of circumstances, and if you haven't seen my story of why I call this bike Jelly Bean, then I recommend you go watch that video. And a series of events led me to believe that this bike was something I really wanted. It was a feeling which I just had in the back of my mind, a thought which I had, as well. And I'm so happy that I stuck with that feeling, and that I got my head down and I worked to get the money together to be able to afford this bike, the insurance. Because when you move on to a larger bike, the insurance takes it out on you as well, especially if you're in the UK. These guys, brokers or not, they just do not give a crap. I cannot thank you enough, and I mean that, because there's a lot of people out there who do this whole soppy thing. So, oh, I've got 1 million subscribers, oh my god. No, I can't be dealing with that. No, come on. Don't even say thank you. Rude. And I don't want to make this sound soppy, because I'm not that kind of person. I prefer to keep things a little bit interesting in my own little world, which is boring to quite a few other people. But, oh, what a gentleman. Thank you very much. I cannot begin to fathom 1,000 subscribers. I cannot begin to fathom the amount of people that come back here on a regular basis to leave comments, to leave a like, to even just watch the video. I know there's a lot of random people, random traffic that comes through this channel, but for the most part I'm just incredibly thankful, and rather than going down there, I'm going to go around here. So with 1,000 subscribers, I feel like we've hit a very good milestone. It might not be the largest, it might not be the most triumphant, but it is definitely a stepping stone upon which I hope to build the channel. And for many years, hopefully, that I can carry this stuff on for as long as I can keep the bike, for as long as I can afford all this. It's something which I want to continue doing, and I get immense positive vibes out of people who come back and just say, hey, I really like your stuff, or good riding, or just say something nice, you know, because the world as it is today is an extremely hateful place. So to find the very few things that you can find to make it positive, it's worth keeping. So without trying to sound soppy, or without trying to sound all emotional and such, because 1,000, I knew it was a matter of time before we get there, and I don't mean to say that in a dickish way. I knew that if I kept making these videos, eventually I would get to it. And every day is a learning experience, so we must take it for what it is. But you're not here to listen to me lecture you about life and such, are you? I've only hit 1,000 subscribers, come on mate. Do your job. So to cut a long story short, yes, it's a milestone, it's a stepping stone upon which I hope to build a marvellous foundation. And upon that foundation I wish to build houses for the individual people of the community that are to come, that are already here, and to continue to do so. If you click on my page, go over to the recommended channels, then, you know, just give each of these guys a look at. If you like their stuff, you like it. If you don't, you don't, so be it. And that's what I like about this YouTube thing. Everyone can just do their own little thing, and we keep riding, we keep providing commentary, people keep coming back, liking our stuff, subscribing. It's a very humbling experience. So to cut a long story short, thank you very much, and well, I look forward to hopefully seeing all of you at 2,000 subscribers, then maybe 3, 5, maybe even 10 one day, who knows. But for now, we set the bar at 2, and then we see what happens. So that's all it's going to be from me. I hope you have a wonderful weekend. I hope the weather treats you nice. The sunshine is always there. I know it won't be, because, you know, the weather system, and it's got to rain sometime really, hasn't it? I hope your travels are extremely safe and enjoyable. So ta for now, until next time.